Hello everyone, CrystalFissure here, and welcome to another part of my Let's Play of Jinx. Joining me today is the man, the myth, the legend, Ratchet5. You're back.
Hello everyone, it's been like 2 years or something, I don't know.
On my channel it's been like fucking ages, like I can't even think about how long it is. But we're here coming to you live from Kageshi's... Kageshi.
We're in the golden showers room, kid. This is the kind of thing we're into.
Yeah, we're here
Tiny
in the...
Chat didn't work, so...
Yeah, Tiny Chat didn't work, so we're in kageshi.com/room/p-lover.
Now, I know what you got to... Sorry, I can't resist getting into the... Because, you know, I had to come back to commentate on this game, because this game is so, like, special. But that reminded me of 40 Wings. No, this reminds me of 40 Wings.
This is... I was going to say the exact same thing. Right, now,
yeah. I knew you would say it too.
We were speaking about this yesterday. I was talking to Ratchet, and I was sort of saying, I'm doing this game, this Let's Play the game Jinx. I'd like to know what you think. And Andrew constantly refers to me as a guy who is pretty much obsessed with any platformer, specifically the PS1, PS sort of 2 era. Before we go on, I'm just going to quickly talk to this guy here, Jailer Merricks. Long Way From Home. Pirates, and the release of the prisoners. Did they? All 6 of them, Sai. I don't suppose you do a service and help me recapture them. Yes, happy to help out. But yeah, okay, so we've got a hidden around the level, and we've got to just chuck a good old capture gem. Okay, cool. Alright, so yeah, and so that's sort of my reputation with good old...
Can you please pause for 1 second? One second,
sure.
Please pause.
Yeah. Anyway,
okay.
But yeah, so that's sort of what's been going on there, and yeah, I thought you'd be the perfect sort of guy. I really wanted you to play the game. Now you have played the game, so the floor is yours.
I haven't played it yet. I was going to play it, but
you've watched footage, like a considerable amount of footage.
Yeah, I've watched like 4 of your parts, and I was going to play the game. I downloaded it, but like I got distracted by Australian politics or something. Yeah, I mean, like it looks interesting. Like I don't know why I suddenly decided that. It looks like just such a like if you were to take all the 3D platformers and give them to an alien, and say like, can you make something which is just like this?
Yeah. From
like like the late 90s. This would be it. It's just like really generic. It feels like a mix of all platform games, including the obligatory like. Obviously, the guy who did, and I know you've talked about this, the guy who did Toy Story Racer and what was it called? Stuart Little 2, the music.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah.
Are you doing anything interesting here, or are you doing anything new here, or?
I don't know what this is. This is sort of confusing, so I'm just looking around.
It looks like some kind of sacrifice or something.
Yeah, no, it seems like so. It seems like we're getting to spirit cooking territory.
Who the fuck is Hammerhead Productions? It seems like this is the only thing they've ever done.
I think it was...
I didn't actually look them up, but
yeah, I think they. I mean, how 40 Wings-esque is this, by the way? Like this whole thing is like super 40 Wings. Like it reminds me of the pirate.
Were they buddies with Eurocom?
Yeah,
just,
yeah. I mean, you know what? But you know what's funny though? Like both of them were. I'm just gonna see if this capture gem thing works. No, okay. I thought that's not a prisoner. All right. No, but what was I going to say? Yeah, like they the one similarity between Eurocom and these guys is they both had the opportunity to do like their own IP, and it turns out when you give them your own IP, I guess this is kind of what you get. But I mean, not that it's a bad thing, to be perfectly honest. Like I said this before, but I would much prefer them do their own thing rather than just have to copy some like soulless movie game or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like the thing is with movie games though, yeah, they might be kind of like obviously cynical as fuck, but like they always get that kind of like. All of them are different because they always have to kind of use the interpretation of the movie as a source. They don't have free roam. Like when you have free roam, you're like, oh, what the fuck do we do? Like we can do anything we want with the movie game. Like Monsters Inc. Maybe we have to scare the little robots or something. And then if it's a Bug's Life, maybe you have to use the seeds or something. I don't know. It's like it creates a little bit kind of like an inspiration. So I don't think it's really a bad thing. Like, yeah, sure, it's to make money, but they always try to put effort into it. Like, I would say this game has not that much effort put into it. I mean,
you don't reckon?
or either that, or it's like half done or something. It's like, why the fuck did this come out in 2003? It's like it looks like look, it's 1999. That's what this. If you could ask me what year this was from, I would have said like 1999, maybe 2000. But 2003, what the fuck? Like, can you answer that?
No, you're right. That is. Okay. Sorry, my bad. Okay, I just figured out what all this stuff does. Okay, that makes more sense now. Interesting. All right. But yeah, no, I guess. I mean, that's a good point. Like, but I think there's something about the graphics that looks good, and other parts of it look bad. I don't know how to properly describe it, but there's something about it that does scream to me that it's later on the production style.
I like the graphics. I think it looks better than Stuart Little 2, which you know how it has.
That was horrendous. I mean, yeah, because Stuart Little 2 was 02 or 03, wasn't it? Something like that.
Yeah, that game sucks. It's shit, basically. I mean, this game is definitely better than that, but like, I don't know. It's not that much better. I don't know. It's weird. It's like you talked about it. Like, Ratchet & Clank 2 was already out.
Yeah, I mean, that's ridiculous, isn't it? Like Jack 2 as well. Okay, what the fuck is the point in this? Okay, I think I did it. I don't know what I did, but I think I did it. So, well done me. Okay.
Well, yeah. That's platformer puzzles.
This is definitely, this is kind of a bit of a departure from like earlier levels in terms of like it's sort of a bit, it's the typical puzzle level, which I've never really been a big fan of, to be honest. But you know.
It's like Monsters Inc., you know, like the tomb or whatever it's called.
Oh, God.
Kind of reminds me of that.
Yeah. Don't remind me. Okay.
How long is this game, by the way? Do you know how long it is?
I think there's like 6... Okay, that door's locked. There's 6 worlds, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure about 6 worlds. So, what do we got? Okay, there's that door. Yeah, I think that people say, like, I mean, you know, I was like quite, you know, complimentary, as you know, for the first few parts. Apparently, the water world is where everything goes to shit. So, yeah, we'll have to see what happens.
Is it going to be like a 40 Wings kind of going to shit, or a Dio going to shit, or just like I don't know, it's crap? Because like those games, they just got really hard, right? Or they just got really kind of tedious and
there we go.
And shit.
Yeah, that's a good point. Dio go to shit? I don't think so, because I literally had to get someone else to play the game. That's pretty much the most disastrous thing you could ever do. But I reckon that with this, it'll probably just be like, fuck this shit sort of stuff. You know what I mean? Like typical.
I really don't like Dio, by the way. I think
you're not a fan of Dio?
I think no, because it's so uninspired. Like they once again they have free reign to do what they want, and it's like 10 years later, and all they do is just like, oh, I don't know, a kid with angel wings, and I mean I guess that's the early version of Dio, because you know you said they were remaking it.
Yeah,
like, what's happening with that?
Yeah, so the Dio is, by the way, a game created by Liman 3D, which is a Bulgarian company of two brothers, and they are, you know, they're really nice guys. I think they still watch some of my videos and stuff like that. But anyway, they basically created a platformer in the vein of Spyro the Dragon. They don't like it. A lot of them don't really like it, but when people say that, like they sort of think like, oh, it's not exactly meant to just be like Spyro, but
no,
ultimately,
it's Spyro.
Ultimately, it is very much sort of like Spyro, but about 20 times harder.
How could they say that? Like, it's so obvious. Like, how could they just pretend that that's not that?
Well, it's not then. Okay, they're saying it's not that they're saying it's not like Spyro. It's like they don't want it to just be like people think. Oh, they 100% copied Spyro, and I do understand that perspective, because you know, if you do actually look at some of the stuff, it isn't just Spyro. Like I can understand that perspective. But anyway, point is, yeah, you didn't really like it because it sort of had that. What you just thought it was. Well, yeah, what exactly didn't you like about it?
I think the main problem was that the graphics look really messy. Like everything looks like it's like from like this game. Like it looks good, right? It just looks it all kind of blends in, all looks good. But their game, like some of the objects were really detailed, and some of them weren't. And
yeah.
It's like the kind of thing that you see from like people who try to make Spyro. It's like if someone tried to make a Spyro fan game, and instead of giving up after the first level, they gave up after about like, I don't know, 70% of making the game or something like that. It's just like, it just all looks kind of shit, you know.
Yeah, I think texturing. Yeah. I can see.
For what I remember, it seems to have a pretty dull storyline. Like,
yeah, there's no storyline at all. In the first version, there's basically no storyline at all. Yeah, it's just like this. You got to kill this Lucas guy, and Lucas is a cunt, and all that. Oh fuck, where are we going?
Lucas, what the?
Yeah.
What the hell is that?
Lucas with a K.
Like what? What I mean, like, I used to say when I was a kid, like, oh, it's all about the gameplay. But as you get older, it's really, you really realize that, I mean, it is about the gameplay, but it's also about, like, making a really nice kind of world and making it all graphically and musically kind of work. Like, that's extremely important. And like Dio, it can't just be like, oh, you know, it's a platformer and it's actually kind of tricky, 3D platformer that's tricky, and it's all these levels. You can't just do that and expect it to be good. Yeah. Because I don't know. It's just, I mean, if you like that thing, I mean, I'm sure you found it kind of amazing or surprising at least that like how it got so difficult. And is that because the controls are shit, or is it because the game's actually difficult?
I would say it's a mix of both. Like, I think that they were getting comments from a lot of other people basically saying, what the absolute fuck, this is ridiculously difficult, like I can't do this, you know what I mean? So I think that, by the way, I'm so confused right now about what to do here. But yeah, like it seems as if the controls were the thing about the controls, right? And it's actually sort of a positive to them, is that they were so like precise, and yet the game doesn't feel like that. As in, do you know what I mean? Like as in, it doesn't feel like it should be precise, but it is. And so every slight movement gives you a different jump, basically. So what was happening is, like, if you didn't time your jumps exactly right, you were stuffed.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. I forgot what button it was.
Well, I mean, I think you said this, or Stick Kid said this when I watched like 2 parts or whatever of the game. But you said something like, you know, that when you're developing a game, you always kind of feel like it's easier than it actually is. Like, for other people, it's actually much harder. Yeah. Because you know, you're making the controls, you're testing it all the time. And so they probably thought, oh, you know, like, we have to make this harder because, you know, we're doing it so easily. And, you know, they just made it, like, really fucking hard. And, I mean, like, it's kind of like a Let's Play thing. Because I remember when I did Let's Play, I kind of hated it when I sucked at the game or when the game was really hard. Yeah. Because, like, you get, like, so frustrated and you only have so much commentary to do about a certain level. So, like, there's only so much viewers can take of you going, like, oh, this game's so fucking hard. Oh, this game's so hard. And it just gets, like, you have to, like, stop and start. You have to, like, go, okay, guys, I'm going to come back when I actually do this. And then you stop and you go and do it, and you're like, and then, like, 5 minutes later, you have to do exactly the same thing, and then et cetera, et cetera. So it's, like, it's just a kind of shit game to Let's Play. It's maybe if you, like, really like 3D plot. Well, I mean, you do, but, like, I know that you, like, mainly, like, we're getting it done to finish the Let's Play. You know, well, for your viewers, I'm going to say for your viewers. So, but, like, I'm not making a criticism. I'm not saying that.
No. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Yeah, because it's like even this moment now, at least we've got some good conversation, and I'm not focusing on the fact that
there's only so much though. There's only so much you can say, and it gets really tiresome when you can't get past the part.
Yeah, and you can't articulate your thoughts properly, so you just sort of generate into, like.
Yeah, exactly. You have to stop and start again, which is, I don't know, it feels kind of shit. And
oh, here we go. Look at this. This is cool. There we go. I guess
it just makes it harder to do a Let's Play. It just, I mean, if you're trying to, you know, get something done, like, it makes it harder. Like, if you're just playing the game for fun, it doesn't really matter. But if you're, you know, making a Let's Play, then it's harder. So
yeah, no,
anyway,
that's very true. That's very true. No, and
so
I think
a bunch of puzzles.
I mean, you know, if we want to get meta right now about this part, like right this second, it's like, you know, if we just spent time saying, oh, I don't know what to do here, I'm confused as to what I'm doing, like, well, where do I go, instead of having, like, a conversation, it's like, it's going to turn people away. Why are you going to want to watch that? That's just boring at the end of the day. But okay, here we go. Now,
how we feel. People don't find it as boring as we think it is. Oh my god, it's a croc. Yeah.
Croc? What are you getting? What do you mean croc?
Oh, fuck it. Don't, like, No, it was actually a really bad comparison. Nothing like Croc.
Oh, what the castle world?
Emperor's,
Emperor's New Groove,
like
exactly
really
like Emperor's New Groove.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh shit, and I died.
Only people who played like, or at least seen like most of the PS1's repertoire can like look at one game and find some comparison to like another really obscure game too,
and it's like Johnny Natrum is like that with bloody PS1 games. Like he's comparing to like all these other like whoa, this is cool. Playing to like comparing all these like all these games, all these PC
so he's
games.
He's like you on steroids, basically.
Oh yeah, with PC, like his knowledge is. By the way, that actually for a second that is actually really cool. That's
sorry. Oh, the swimming thing.
It's like a mind trick. Cool. Yeah. Sorry, what are you gonna say?
I was gonna say, like, do you think that you have more knowledge on him than on specifically PS1 platformers, though? Specifically?
Oh, PlayStation 1, absolutely. He would be like the first to admit that he doesn't really have that.
Well, not even PlayStation 1. PlayStation 1 platformers. Like that's what we care about here.
Yeah, undeniably. Yeah.
On the CrystalFissure.
Oh. Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
No, I think it's good. I think it's good though. I think it's really good. I think it's good because like I can go to you and I go like, I want to play a PS1 platform. Which one should I play? Which one's actually good? Which ones are really shit?
We were having a conversation about that, and I was actually being serious when I said Ape Escape, but then I looked back at it and I was like, oh my god, that's so lazy. I really should actually try and answer this a little bit better. Okay, so they gave us a tip. They said the best time to go is when it slows down, so like that. Okay, thank you. Actually, that was one of the criticism in the Eurogamer review, like back on the website. They said that it's too easy because they tell you everything you need to do, like in the tips. So I'm going to try and not look at the tips as often.
Yeah, I know, right? Why would you do that? That's tips are like for the first level, like the tutorial level, and then you don't need tips at this fucking stage. It's part of the fun working out what you have to fucking do.
No, I agree. I was almost getting to the point in here we go, we're finally outside again, the bloody up shit creek. But no, I kind of know what you, mean, like in terms of, not wanting to be guided through every element, but at the same time as well, like sometimes, I don't blame there to be. There can be tips at later points in the game. It's not just going to be like, oh, you're out on your own, cunt. But when it's too much and everything's told, then yes.
It has to be about things that how kind of the rules work or whatever. Like
that's
these puzzles, if they have a specific thing like, this happens if this happens.
I don't know about you. Do you get a Muppet Monster Adventure vibe in terms of some of the textures?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I was going to say. And
right now anyway, it's the whole Halloween thing. Just reminds me of that. I think it gets to a point where after you've seen all these games from the same era with the same kind of graphical style, you have to stop comparing them.
Yeah.
Because they're just gonna happen to be the same.
Yeah.
Looking.
Yeah.
I'm guilty of that too. So it isn't just you, it's me as well.
Did you just see that? And one thing I actually love about this game is the enemies are just flat out bizarre to me. There's just something about them that is just strange.
I think there needs to be more of them though.
Yeah,
I think there needs to be more of them. I don't think there's enough.
Yeah, you're right. Haunted House, Secret Vaults of Gold. Don't forget to go to the chapter seal before going to the win. What chapter seal? What the fuck are they talking about? What is this stuff? Because I saw this in World 2. Okay, here we go. Sorry, my bad. Okay.
I don't know what that's meant to be.
It looks like gold or something like that.
Yeah.
Can we climb this?
Those kind of sheds, your hot water tanks that are painted gold, painted yellow for some reason, and there's been an earthquake and they're all kind of slumped down.
All right, now here's one thing about this game is that the level endings are really what's the word? Sometimes you just don't know that you actually made it to the end of the level. Okay, so in this case, yes, I do know. But here's the thing about it, right? We just exited the level. We only caught 2 out of 6 criminals. So we haven't 100. So there's still I have no idea where the rest of the criminals are. So we're gonna come back in another part or whatever. And because there is actually gonna be a decent amount of backtracking because I've the first world you can pretty much 100%, and then after that you're pretty much on your own.
Yeah.
So There you go. Here's our little home world again.
There's a lot of like abilities you get later in the game that you need to use in the earlier levels.
Yeah. Yeah,
is that what you're saying?
But my question is, what I don't understand is, what are the powers that we get that unlock these certain sections? Like, I don't actually know. Do you get what I mean? Like, I don't actually know what you have to... Like, for example, there's this ledge that you can't reach. What, do you get, like, a bigger jump later on, or does it just unlock, or what? You know, because if you look at this globe...
Oh, yeah. Well, like I mean, it gets to a point where you're just like, oh, I might as well just come back later, because I have no fucking idea if I... You know what I need to get. And so that's also another problem with like Let's Plays. They're like, oh fuck, should I do this one part? Should I wait?
Yeah.
Like those Let's Play problems, which make it harder to play games like this.
Let's Play problems. It's why you quit, isn't it? Just the stress, you know.
It is. I know. Yeah. It was just getting to me, you know.
Yeah.
Like, it's just hard labor, really.
Yeah.
So
it's not. You have to have a healthy mind, and even still, it will create paranoia.
You gotta have a lot of you gotta have like a lot of fuck, I'm shit with words. All right, whatever. I'll see you in the next part, everyone. Bye.
See you guys.
Dave Meltzer. 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 Dave Meltzer.